Hey guys, it's Ace Trainer Daryx here again, and today we'll be doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokémon Black 2 using only fighting types. The standard rules of a Nuzlocke are that fainted Pokémon must be permanently boxed, only the first fighting type encounter in any route can be caught, and all Pokémon must be given a nickname. Additional hardcore rules are that battle mode must be played on set, no items from the bag can be used in battle, and no over-leveling past the gym leaders or Elite Force Ace. For this video, the naming scheme will be that of fighting techniques, so every Pokemon caught will be named after a fighting style that they most associate with. These are all the fighting type Pokemon that are available in Pokemon Black 2. So with that in mind, we start our journey by choosing Tepig. It isn't a fighting type as yet, but when it evolves, it becomes one. So until we get to our next encounter, we'll be using it. We choose it and name it Wrestler, since that is what Emboar is based on. We run into the previous champion, Aldo, who must have the legs of a mountain goat, seeing as how high he dropped down from, and he offers to train me. After we reach Flowecy Ranch, we catch a Riolu, which we nickname Muay Thai. Hugh then challenges us to a battle, but we quickly deal with him. The first gym leader is Sharon, who uses normal type Pokemon. He starts the battle with Patrat as we send out Riolu and we use Quick Attack. Patrat retaliates with a Tackle and another Quick Attack brings it into the yellow. Tackle brings us to 4 HP as our Oranberry activates. A final Quick Attack knocks out Patrat. He sends out his ace Lillipup and uses Tackle as we retaliate with Counter and bring it into the yellow. A Quick Attack knocks out Lillipup, winning us the match and our first gym badge. We make it to Verbank City where we find Roxy giving her dad a harsh reality check and crushing his dreams. While challenging the gym, Riolu hits the friendship cap and evolves into a Lucario. After the second battle, Tepig evolves into Pignite, so now we can use it in battle. After a rocking concert, we challenge the gym leader, Roxy, who uses Poison-type Pokemon. Her first Pokemon is Coughing as we send out Wrestler. We start off with an Arm Thrust, which was a stupid move because Poison resists Fighting-type moves. Coughing hits us with a Tackle and we retaliate with Flame Charge, boosting our speed. After a Tackle, Flame Charge brings Coughing into the red, and Roxy goes for a Super Potion. And like an idiot, I go for Arm Thrust again, which does minimal damage, even after 5 hits. After 2 more Flame Charge, Coughing goes down and Roxy sends in her ace Whirlipede. We switch to Muay Thai and set up 5 Workup, and after a couple of Pursuit from Whirlipede, and for some reason, I click Force Palm again, which does little damage as it's double resisted. After another Pursuit, a Quick Attack brings Whirlipede into a red. After a final Pursuit, Quick Attack knocks out Whirlipede, winning us the match and our second gym badge. Then we experience the most fun part about Pokemon Black and White 2, Pokestar Studios. So much fun. Honestly, I don't know why this had to be a mandatory part of the game. Anyway, after a brief movie career, Roxy's dad ferries us to Castelia City. We make it there, and while in this alleyway, I find what can only be described as weird. Anyway, after that, we team up with Hugh to take out Team Plasma in the Castelia sewers with ease. Then in the Relic Passage, we find a Timber which we catch and name Hapkido. The gym leader Burr uses Bug-type Pokemon. He starts the battle with Swadloon and we send out Wrestler. A single Flame Charge knocks out Swadloon and boosts our speed. His next Pokemon is Dwebble as we go for a Tail Whip to lower its defense. Dwebble uses Rock Polish to double its speed and it outspeeds us and hits us with a Smackdown. We then retaliate with Arm Thrust, which crits it and leaves it with a Sliver. Burr uses a Hyper Potion and another Arm Thrust brings it into the red. After a Smackdown and an Arm Thrust, Dwebble goes down. Burr then sends out his ace, Livani, but we outspeed and knock it out with a ×4 super effective Flame Charge, winning us the match and our third gym badge. While on Route 4, we find a Scraggy which we capture and name Krav Maga. Then further on, Colress challenges us to a battle, but it's an easy win with Muay Thai and Force Palm. Before we move on, we find the TM for Dig, which will be useful later on. We then get offered a managerial position for Joint Avenue, and we're going to be the worst ones ever because we'll never come back to this place. After a battle with the breeder, Hapkido evolves into Girder. Then in Nimbasa City, we go on a date, but I'm sure there won't be another. Then we go to challenge Unova's next top model. Antler, if you ever see this, I'm a big fan of yours and I've always wanted to say that. Anyway, the fourth gym leader, Elisa, uses electric-type Pokemon. She sends out her first Pokemon, Emolga, and we start out with Muay Thai. A single return brings it into the red, but Static paralyzes us and Emolga uses Volt Switch, which brings out Zeb Striker. Muay Thai uses return, which leaves it in the yellow, which also activates Zeb Striker's Citrus Berry. Volt Switch leaves us with 9 HP and it switches into Fluffy and Muay Thai ends up fully paralyzed. We swap out into Krav Maga and Fluffy uses Volt Switch, which brings out Zeb Striker. It gets off a Pursuit as we use this Dig. Pursuit misses and Dig knocks out Zeb Striker as we get the Moxie boost. Fluffy is sent out and we go for another Dig. Thunder Wave misses and Dig knocks out Fluffy, giving us another Moxie boost. Her final Pokemon is Emolga. Elisa uses a Super Potion and Faint Attack brings it into the red. Volt Switch leaves us with 24 HP, but another Faint Attack knocks out Emolga, winning us the match and our fourth gym badge. On the way to Driftvale City, we encounter two Team Plasma members arguing over their loyalties to N and Getsis. But out of nowhere, Hugh runs in and hits one with a We then challenge the Driftvale gym. The gym leader, Clay, uses ground-type Pokemon. He starts the battle with Krokorok and we send out Krav Maga. It gets the Intimidate off and we go for a Brick Break, which brings it into the red. Krokorok goes for Torment, then Clay uses a Hyper Potion and we use Headbutt. Krokorok uses Crunch and then we knock it out with a Brick Break, which gives us the Moxie boost. His second Pokemon is Sandslash and it goes to a rollout as we use Dig and get some health back with the leftovers. Sandslash misses the rollout and Dig does little damage. Sandslash then uses Fury Cutter and our Faint Attack hits it for minimal damage. After a rollout, we go for another Dig. The rollout misses and Dig brings it into yellow. After the rollout, Faint Attack brings Sandslash into the red. A final Dig then knocks out Sandslash, giving us a third Moxie boost. Clay sends out his ace, Excadrill. A Slash leaves us with 53 HP and a Brick Break brings it into the red, which activates its Citrus Berry. After Slash brings us to 21 HP, we use Dig. Excadrill misses a Slash and then we knock it out, winning us the match and our 5th gym badge. Afterwards, we battle through and eventually win the Driftvale tournament. We finally make our way through Chargestone Cave and straight to Mistralton City. After some training on Route 7, Wrestler evolves into an Emboar. Afterwards, Krav Maga evolves into a Scrafty. The gym leader Skylar is one who uses Flying-type Pokemon, which is going to be a huge challenge for us. Her first Pokemon is Swoobat and we send out Krav Maga. Acrobatics brings it to about half and Crunch knocks out Swoobat, giving us the Moxie boost. She then sends out her ace Swanna and Air Slash brings us to 19 HP and Crunch brings it into the yellow, which activates its Citrus Berry. Swanna is fast, so we're going to need a clean switch. So with a heavy heart, we switch into Hapkido and Air Slash brings it to 10 HP, and since it outspeeds us, another Air Slash knocks out Hapkido, giving us our first death of the run. We send out Muay Thai and Shadow Claw brings Swanna into the red. It uses Roost, which restores its HP. A return then brings it back into the red and Swanna goes for another Roost. After this happens again, we decide to set up with Workup and Swanna goes for another Roost, fully restoring its HP. Return brings it into the yellow as Skylar uses a Hyper Potion. After 2 more return, Swanna goes down. Her final Pokemon is Skarmory, then we switch into Wrestler and Skarmory goes for an Agility. Air Cutter does little damage as we go for a Fire Gem boosted Flame Charge, which leaves it into the yellow. After another Air Cutter, Flame Charge knocks out Skarmory, winning us the match and our 6th gym badge. We take the private jet, courtesy of Skylar, over to Lentimus Town, where Professor Juniper sends us on a mission to Opelucid City. En route via Undella Town, Hugh runs into us and challenges us to a battle, which was quick as we beat him easily. On Route 12, we find and catch a Heracross which we name Akido. We then find a Mienfoo in a double encounter, but we catch it and name it Jujutsu. We then make it to Opelucid City to challenge the gym leader Drayden, who uses Dragon-type Pokémon. He starts the battle with Druddigon and we lead with Muay Thai. We set up 2 Work Up after Druddigon uses Crunch and Revenge, and as we knock it out with a Dragon Pulse. His second Pokemon is Flygon, which also goes down to a Dragon Pulse. He sends out his ace, Haxorus, which also goes down to a Dragon Pulse, winning us the match and our 7th gym badge. Immediately after we step out of the gym, Team Plasma comes in their flying parrot ship and pulls a Elsa on Opelucid City, turning it into a frozen landscape. To combat them, we need to get our final gym badge, and so we make it to Himalaya City via the Marine Tube, which was a nice addition to the game. While training for the 8th gym, Jujutsu evolves into Mienshao. The final gym leader, Marlin, uses Water-type Pokemon. He starts the battle with Caracosta and we lead with Muay Thai. We start off with a Shadow Claw to break the sturdy, as Scald leaves us with roughly half HP, after which we knock it out with an Aura Spear. His second Pokemon is Wailord and we switch into Jujutsu and Drain Punch does about half damage. Wailord uses Amnesia and then Jump Kick knocks out Wailord. Marlin sends out his ace, Jellicent, as we use U-turn and switch into Krav Maga. Scald does some damage and also we get a burn, which reduces our attack. Crunch does about half HP and we get the defense drop. Jellicent goes for another Scald and the burn damage leaves us with 27 HP. We switch into Muay Thai and we barely live a burn on 10 HP, after which we knock out Jellicent with a Shadow Claw, winning us the match and our final gym badge. We go to confront Zinzalin in an effort to free Curium. We team up with Hugh and we defeat them easily, but afterwards they kick us out and fly off. We make it to the Giant Chasm, where we see former Team Plasma members try to dissuade the others, but their taunt no jutsu isn't as effective as Naruto's. We make it back to the ship and beat Zinzalin for the final time, and we go to confront Colress, the real mastermind behind Team Plasma. He leads with Magneton and we start off with Wrestler. We use Arm Thrust to break Magneton's sturdy ability. Magneton uses Volt Switch and Magnezone is sent out. We use Arm Thrust again to break the sturdy as Magneton uses a Thunder Wave which paralyzes us. We switch into Krav Maga as we tank an explosion from Magnezone. We get Leftovers recovery as Colress sends out Kling Clang. It uses Gear Shift as Brick Break brings it into the yellow. It then outspeeds and lands a Giga Impact which leaves us with 29 HP. We then use Dig which knocks out Kling Clang and we get the Moxie boost. Colress sends out Metang as we use Dig and Metang goes for agility. Meteor Mash misses as Dig brings it into yellow. Knowing that it would outspeed us and knock it out from this range, we switch into Muay Thai. Colress uses a full restore as a critical hit Shadow Claw brings Metang into the yellow. It then sets up another agility, and after 2 more Zen Headbutt, we knock it out with another 2 Shadow Claw. He sends out Behem and we switch into Krav Maga. Psychic doesn't affect us due to the dark typing and Crunch leaves it into the red. Behem then uses Calm Mind, but another Crunch knocks it out, giving us another Moxie boost. Magneton is sent back out as Krav Maga knocks it out with a +3 attack, winning the battle against Colress. Hugh's plot point comes full circle as he gets back the Purloin that was stolen, now a Liepard, but yet he doesn't seem very satisfied. After which we make our way to the Giant Chasm where we confront Getsis. He still seems to be sore about his defeat 2 years ago, so this man was not playing any games. As he orders Kyurem to attack, I realize that this man was really about to kill a 10-year-old, but N comes in with a save using Fusion Bolt. We then have to challenge Kyurem after it absorbs Zekrom. After setting up a workup, Zekrom goes down to 1 Aura Sphere. The real hard battle comes right after when Getsis loses it and comes right after us. He starts the battle off with Cofagrigus and we lead with Muay Thai and set up 2 workup as 2 Psychic brings us to 38 HP and we knock it out with a Ghost Gem boosted Shadow Claw. His Seismitoad, Drapion and Electros go down to a +2 special attack Aura Sphere. When he sends out Toxicroak, we know it will outspeed us, so we switch into Jujutsu as Toxicroak uses Brick Break, which brings us below half. We use Bounce as Brick Break misses and Bounce knocks out Toxicroak. He then sends out Hydreigon, but it outspeeds us and knocks out Jujutsu with a Dragon Rush, resulting in our second death of the run. We switch into our bulkiest Pokemon, Krav Maga, as Dragon Rush brings us below half and as Krav Maga is flinched. I was worried about Krav Maga being knocked out, but Dragon Rush misses and we knock it out with a Fighting Gem boosted, super effective Brick Break which gives us the Moxie boost, defeating Getsis once and for all. Then on Route 22, we find a sock which we catch and fittingly name Karate. While traveling through Victory Road, we encounter our final team member, a Throw, which we capture and name Judo because it's literally the Judo Pokemon. At the end of Victory Road, Hugh stops us and challenges us to one final battle before the Pokemon League, but we defeat him easily, nothing new, and he gives us the Thunderbolt TM. After a grueling journey, we finally make it to the Pokemon League. After some training to hit the level cap of 58, this is my final team and our movesets for the Elite Four. The first Elite Four member we challenged was Grimsley, the Dark-type user. His first Pokemon is Liepard as we leave with Krav Maga. Liepard uses Fake Out and flinches us. It gets off an Aerial Ace as we knock it out with a Brick Break and get the Moxie boost. The rest of his team is a clean sweep as Crafty, Bisharp, and Crocodile all go down to a Moxie boosted super effective Brick Break, winning us an easy first Elite Four battle. Our second Elite Four battle is against Caitlyn, the user of Psychic-type Pokemon. Her first Pokemon is Musharna as we send out Krav Maga as it has an immunity to Psychic-type moves. Crunch brings Musharna into the yellow as it uses Charge Beam. Caitlyn uses a full restore and 2 more Crunch knocks out Musharna and gives us the Moxie boost. Her second Pokemon is the bulky Reuniclus and the Moxie boosted Crunch is enough to take it out, which gives us another Moxie boost. Her third Pokemon is Sigilyph as it uses Air Slash, brings us below half, as Crunch takes out Sigilyph, which gives us another Moxie boost. Her final Pokemon is Gothiel, but with our attack at +3, Gothiel goes down easily, winning us our second Elite Four battle. The third Elite Four member is Chantal, who uses Ghost-type Pokemon. She starts the battle with Cofagrigus as we lead with Krav Maga. A Crunch leaves it in the yellow as Shadow Ball does little damage. Chantal uses a full restore and Crunch gets it in the yellow as we get the defense drop. A second Crunch then knocks out Cofagrigus. Her second Pokemon is Golurk and a critical hit Crunch knocks it out. She then sends out her ace, Chandelure, which outspeeds us and hits us with a Fire Blast before we take it out with another Crunch. She sends out her final Pokemon, Drifblim, but we're at low health so we switch into Wrestler. Acrobatics does serious damage, however, we take it out using an Electric Gem boosted Thunder Punch, and Drifblim's Aftermath almost took us out, but we win the third Elite Four battle. Krav Maga has been an absolute MVP in our league challenge, basically taking out 3 out of the 4 Elite Four members. The final Elite Four member, Marshall, is going to be our most difficult battle yet, since 2 of our Pokemon are weak to his and others have super effective moves. So now we go up to challenge him for the title of Strongest Martial Artist. He starts the battle with Throw, a physically bulky Pokemon, and we send out Akido, our second strongest physical attacker. We go for a super effective Aerial Ace which does less than half damage. throw misses a rock tomb, and then we knock it out with a close combat. His second Pokemon is Mienshao, as we switch into Krav Maga as Mienshao uses bounce. We go for a dig, but Mienshao outspeeds us and hits the bounce, which brings us to about half. Mienshao then misses a high jump kick, which damages itself, and a ground gem boosted dig knocks out Mienshao, giving us the Moxie boost. He then sends out his Ace Conkeldurr as we go for a Brick Break, which does some damage as it hits us with a Hammer Arm, which knocks out Krav Maga, resulting in our third death. Take a good long rest. You deserved it, champ. We then decide to send out Karate to outspeed Conkeldurr as a Fighting Gem boosted close combat knocks out Conkeldurr and avenges Krav Maga. He sends out his final Pokemon, Sock, as we go for a bulk up to restore our defense and boost our attack. Close combat leaves Sock with 1 HP due to its sturdy ability, and Brick Break knocks out Karate. But in hindsight, that death could have been prevented. We then send out Judo as Marshall uses a full restore, and we go for a Brick Break to break the sturdy ability. After we tank another Brick Break, a superpower knocks out Sock, winning us the battle against the final Elite Four member. Looking back, if we had just broken the sturdy instead of setting up, we would still have Karate. Now we have to face the champion with only 4 Pokemon. To prepare for the upcoming battle, we teach all of our remaining Pokemon Rock Slide. We then go up to face the champion Iris, who primarily uses Dragon-type Pokemon. This is it. This is the final battle that decides the fate of this run. We did all the preparations we could, and all that's left is to win this. Alright, here goes. She starts the battle with Hydreigon as we lead with Muay Thai. We knocked out easily with an Aura Sphere as she sends out her next Pokemon, Druddigon. A Dragon Pulse brings it into the red, and by dumb luck, its Focus Blast misses us. Iris uses a full restore, and a critical hit Dragon Pulse knocks out Druddigon. 2 down, 4 to go. Her next Pokemon is Aggron, which goes down to a times 4 super effective Aura Sphere since it doesn't have Sturdy. She sends out her ace, Haxorus, and an Aura Sphere brings it into the yellow. It sets up Dragon Dance, which makes it faster than us, so we switch into Akido since its next move it's most likely Earthquake, which it does use, and we tank it with less than half damage. I was expecting another Earthquake, but Haxorus uses Dual Chop, which knocks out Akido. We then send out Judo since it's our bulkiest Pokemon, and we tank an Earthquake. Then we retaliate with a Fighting Gem boosted superpower, knocking out Haxorus. She sends out Archeops, which is problematic since it outspeeds all of our Pokemon. We go for a Rock Slide, but Archeops outspeeds us and goes for Acrobatics, which knocks out Judo. Our last hope is Muay Thai, who resists Archeops' moves. We outspeed and land a Rock Slide, which leaves Archeops in the red. It retaliates with Acrobatics, which leaves us above half, and a second Rock Slide knocks out Archeops. Her final Pokemon is Lapras, but we're not out of the woods yet. We use Aura Sphere and Lapras lives on what must be 1 HP and lands a 55% accurate Sing on us, which makes Muay Thai fall asleep. I'm panicking at this point as Muay Thai is the only thing that can beat Lapras, so we just keep spamming Aura Sphere in an attempt to wake it up, but Lapras hits us with Surf, which leaves us at 18 HP, so we try to use Aura Sphere, but Muay Thai remains asleep and Lapras hits it with another Surf, knocking it out. We're down to just 1 Pokemon at this point, and a single hit from Lapras will knock us out. So I send out the partner I started this journey with, Wrestler, all hopes riding on him. We click on Thunder Punch, praying that we would outspeed, and we do, knocking out Lapras with a Thunder Punch, defeating Iris, winning us the battle, and then this run. I honestly thought I would lose the run at this point, but thanks to everyone on the team, we came through with the win. This was by far the hardest run I've done so far, and we made it with just 1 Pokemon left. Just to let you guys know, my final year of university is resuming, so my videos will be less frequent, but I'll try my best to keep pushing out more content. My next video will be a hardcore run of Pokemon X using only steel types, so look forward to that. If you guys enjoyed this run, be sure to hit that like button and comment on other runs that you would like to see from me. Also, a whopping 98% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you could just hit that subscribe button down below, it really makes a difference. This has been Ace Trainer Daryx, and remember to always battle like an Ace Trainer.